So I went into Byredo to buy pulp, and I ended up buying this. Hi, welcome to Rotten Rebel. I'm a fragrance freak and I would love to have you around so that I can show you some of my favorite fragrances. So make sure you hit that subscribe and that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a closer look at Byredo's Space Rage. I'm going to put up a link to what led up to me buying Space Rage, but essentially what happened was that we did two different first impressions of almost the entire Byredo perfume collection, and I really enjoyed Byredos Pulp. I gave that one an 8. And I just couldn't stop sniffing on my perfume sample, and I found myself the very next morning outside Byredo's store, ready to buy pulp. But once inside, they had 2 bottles of Space Rage, and when I tried Space Rage, I found that it was so similar to pulp. So basically what happened was that I asked them to give me like an hour, so I went on lunch and I had 2 different samples with me. So one was pulp, one was the Space Rage, and I kept sniffing them, and a friend of mine did the same, and we basically couldn't find any major differences to pulp and Space Rage. So I thought, hey, you know what, pulp is already in their standard collection, so I might as well buy this one while I had the chance, since they are really similar. Now, I went in to buy pulp. I fell in love with pulp, but I bought Space Rage, and the reason why I bought Space Rage was basically because I was so sure, I was so certain that this was pretty much the same scent as pulp. So this is going to be a review of Space Rage, but I do feel that we might as well say that it's a review of pulp, because I do feel that they are pretty much the same scent. But yeah, so that's the story behind me getting this one. Now let's head into the review. So let's take a look at some of the notes in Space Rage. What? As you can see, the notes of Space Rage are pretty far out, so yeah, I'm not gonna bother going into them. Instead, I'm going to list some of Pulp's notes below. So how does it smell? There's something sweet and fizzy about the opening that I really enjoy. There's this sort of a unique sparkling and fizzy feel to it, and the sweetness, at least to my nose, is quite unique in that it's more of a ripe fruit kind of smell. So it's sort of a fruity sweet. A lot of perfumes with fruity notes have a sort of a fresh fruit vibe to them. This is quite the opposite. So this has a scent that is more of a ripe fruit, which I feel is kind of unique. Space Rage to me feels like a unique, sparkling and fizzy blend that consists of a mix of passion fruit, figs and peach. That's the sort of a sweet, ripe fruit blend with a fresh side to it, and that fresh side consists of citrus and grapefruit. As it dries down, it loses that fizziness, that sort of a sparkling vibe, and becomes a slightly sweet and soft scent. This is so unique, it's so yummy, that fizziness is simply addictive. I'm addicted and I absolutely love it. So how do I feel when I put this one on? This is such a unique perfume. I'm in love with that sweet, ripe fruit blend together with that fresh and sparkling and fizzy side with that citrus and that grapefruit. It is truly unique. It gives me a unique feeling. I absolutely love the scent cloud, that scent bubble around me. It feels like I'm wearing something truly unique, something that is really well made, something of high quality, something that is truly luxurious. I love having that scent cloud around me, and I'm simply happy, really happy that I bought this one. I'm in love. When it comes to reactions and compliments, I simply have not used it enough to give you guys a solid sort of a rating on how it performs. But so far, the few days that I've worn it, I got 2 compliments for when I had it on, and my experience, which rarely fails, is that this is going to give me a lot of compliments, and I really look forward to wearing this this summer, and I'm certainly gonna use it a lot throughout the year. I was really surprised about the performance on this one. I expected it to be a bit more subdued and soft, but this one really has a good sillage and an awesome longevity. So on my skin, the sillage is pretty good for at least about 4 or 5 hours, and people around me usually can get a whiff of it. And the longevity is just insane. I think it's 12 plus hours on my skin. So when should you use Space Rage? I don't think there's a particular time of the year or situation that fits this one better than any other. I am going to use this a lot during this summer, and then I'm going to keep on using it fall, winter and spring. I am going to use it for a lot of different situations, so I'm definitely going to use this when I'm going on future dates. But I'm also going to use it just when I'm hanging out with friends, if I have a client meeting, i.e. business meetings. I'm certainly gonna put it on after I've been to the gym. Just one thing though, mind your sprays just a bit when it's really warm outside, because this has that sort of a sweet ripe fruit kind of smell, which means that you don't want to choke someone out. So yeah, maybe just mind your sprays summertime. I really don't think that there's a gender to fizzy sweetness, which this one is, so I think that this is completely unisex. So who should buy Space Rage? That's actually a tough one to answer, because while my experience tells me that a lot of people are going to enjoy this on me and I'm in love with it, I believe that there are a few that might not enjoy that ripe fruit kind of scent. This is a sweet, fruity perfume with that sparkling and fizzy side to it. It smells gorgeous, but some people won't enjoy that kind of sweetness, and that someone might be you. So just to make sure that you don't waste your money on something that is quite expensive, I suggest that you grab a sample first. So yeah, that's sort of my advice to you. So how am I going to rate Byredo Space Rage? I gave Pulp an 8 during our first impressions, and just a few hours from that first impressions, I just started getting more and more and more addicted to that scent, and that one led to me buying it the next day. So that says a lot how I feel about this one. I feel that it's truly unique. That fizziness is amazing and so addictive. I simply love this one. And I am going to revise my initial first impression of Pulp, and I'm gonna boost it up to a solid 9. Yep, this is a 9 out of 10. I might even bump that 9 up a bit later on, but yeah, I am going to give Space Rage a 9. So that's it for my review of Space Rage from Byredo. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I'm curious if you have tried Space Rage and if you agree with me that this is pretty similar to Pulp. I actually feel that they are pretty much identical. Please do leave a comment and let me know. I'm really curious how you feel about it. And don't forget to like. I would highly appreciate your support if you enjoyed this video, and I would love if you would join my tribe, and you do so by hitting that subscribe and that notification bell, and that makes it so that you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.